Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. And in today's video, this is going to be like a different slash special video. I should call this a special video because today's video, this is more than exciting. Kind of like more than what you guys have been looking for. And this is what you should be getting excited about because as I turn my phone up right now, this is what you guys are going to get special excited about. Had this idea since January, and I was actually going to upload a video like this back in January, but for some reason I decided to scrap that project just because I didn't have any enough model airplanes yet. But over the few months when I went, especially when I went through my birthday, I've been collecting so much model planes throughout my life. When I was 10 years old, that was the age that I started collecting model airplanes. And obviously that would be Daron, because if you don't know, Daron is kind of like the more cheaper aircraft than you would expect. You'd be paying $9, and this is the detail that you get. So this is a Daron brand, if I can just... And yes, some of these aircraft, I'm starting to buy the expensive brands right now. So for example, you can see what I'm talking about right now. So for example, this is NG models and this is Gemini jets. Basically you'll be asking for that for around a price range of $40 to $60 Canadian. And yes, I've been passionate about aviation since I was a little kid. I remember back on December 26, 2011, that was one of my first flights before becoming an aviation enthusiast. I believe I was around 6 years old when I was 5 years old, not 6 years old when I actually flew on that flight. And ever since then, my life has been changing throughout the years. I do have several other interests, but aviation in my heart is one of the best interests I ever have. And to this day, I continue to cherish my and also share my passion with aviation with you guys. And this is one of the reasons why I got into the motive of making this YouTube channel, which obviously is now existing right now. So anyways, without further ado, we're gonna get through this model airplane collection. So if you can see the airplanes over there. Yeah, I'm gonna go through those airplanes first and then come all the way here, if you can see my finger, and all the way to here, where I am actually starting to film this video. So from there, all the way back to the start. So we're going to get into this video right now. First off, we're gonna start with this video with this model over here. With this specific model, here we have a Skymarks Air Canada Express Q400 operated by Jazz Aviation. And as you can see, this is what the stand reveals more general into the aircraft. Well, it's just the airline and also the scale. And this aircraft is very unique because unlike all the other aircraft, all the models that you see over here, this model is very overscaled. What I mean by overscaled is that this aircraft is a Q400, but obviously it's not smaller than the other aircraft. The main reason why I actually want to show you this aircraft is because this is actually the first model I ever got way before I got all of these. So yeah, that's actually a very fun fact. So this aircraft over here, and it would almost range the same price in Canadian dollars to the Gemini jet / NG models. But I think Skymarks aircraft, it cost nearly $100 in Canadian, I think. So that would double the price. So that would be like buying 2 Gemini jets models, I guess. Yeah, so the only thing I don't like about this aircraft is that if you see the right propeller, if you see the right engine, it's actually missing some parts, because you can see the left engine is well intact, the right engine is not, and the reason why this has happened is because I didn't really take care of the aircraft. I kind of got used to getting carried away with taking the propellers. First 1/400-ish model I will be starting at is this Delta Airlines Boeing 767-300. I think this is the first 1/400 model aircraft that I actually got in the year 2017, and I also got this along with the Southwest Airlines model. Now, I actually have a fun fact about this model along with the Southwest Airlines model that I have. Usually for all my models, I always buy them in Toronto because obviously that would be my hometown. But the fun fact about this model is that this is one of the only models that I have in my model airplane collection that is actually bought outside of my hometown. So for instance, this was actually bought in Raleigh, Durham, in North Carolina, if I'm correct. Yeah, this is actually bought in North Carolina. The reason why I bought that there is that I did not buy it. Like I said, my dad does most of the he buys most of the models for me, and he takes care of that. So he was actually visiting North Carolina for like let's just say he was just visiting the US, and then when he was at the airport, he was about to come home. So he did something really kind, and he actually surprised me when he got home, and he gave me this random bag, and I thought he was actually giving me food or just something. It kind of looks like that he was actually buying me clothes, but in reality, when I grabbed my hand onto the boxes, I just realized it was model airplanes, and this, along with the Southwest Airlines model, is exactly what I got. So yeah, it's kind of pretty lucky to buy an aircraft outside. I think when you are at an airport and you see a model airplane at the airport store, like when you're at an off-duty shop and you see a model airplane on sale, you just could not resist to buy it, and that's how kind of I am, as well as my dad too. Yeah. This aircraft we are moving on to right now is a Delta Airlines Airbus A330-300. And this is my first rather expensive slash fancy brand aircraft that I am showing you right now. Now, this aircraft that I'm showing here, a Delta Airlines Airbus A330-300, has two fun facts that I would like to share to you. Number one, this is actually the first Gemini Jets model that I've ever bought, and it's also my first real 1/400 model aircraft that I bought. Because throughout my childhood, up until I turned 14 years old last year, I actually only bought Daron aircraft. But I decided for my 14th birthday, a gift I would like for that day is actually something a little different. So I kind of suggested that a Gemini Jets model would be actually okay. Obviously, it is expensive, but it is still worth it, especially the fact that a birthday is always very special. So this is what I actually got for my birthday. Once again, thank you, Dad, for buying me this. And yeah, and that's the second fact about this aircraft that I was going to tell you, is that I actually got this airplane for my 14th birthday. This is actually my birthday gift for my 14th birthday, so this was a great way for myself to turn 14, to wake up with a good surprise with this aircraft on the table in the living room as soon as I got up. So yeah, this is actually a really nice surprisingly aircraft, and this aircraft is very detailed. I can tell that Gemini Jets, they really put good detail in their aircraft. I know Gemini Jets does have some flaws, but so far their models are doing okay. It doesn't look like they have a problem, I guess, but regardless of that, I'm always thankful for what I have. Next aircraft we have over here is a Japan Airlines Airbus A350-900. Now, one fun fact about this model that I got is that I actually got this model as a birthday present back on my 15th birthday, which was on July 4th of this year. And one of the most satisfying things about this aircraft is that this actually surprised me, because when my birthday cake arrived in the evening, I actually got surprised that this aircraft was placed on my birthday cake with a runway on it. Now, if you haven't seen my Instagram post on my birthday, I am gonna be showing it to you right now in this video. And yeah, that's what my cake looked like. So yes, I am very thankful to get this aircraft for my birthday, and it was very satisfying to see such an airplane on my birthday cake, knowing that I am a true hardcore aviation enthusiast. The only thing I don't like about this model is that it's a 1/600 model, and I only like 1/400 models, because 1/400 models are very suitable for myself, especially for my model airports. And you can compare a 1/600 model to a 1/400 model, and yes, these two, they look messed up. But anyways, I don't care. It's basically still gonna be treated like a 1/400 model. And if you have been watching my videos, my previous videos, you may have seen this aircraft appear in them. And yes, just because it's kind of small doesn't mean it's not gonna be treated like a 1/400 model. I'm still thankful to get this aircraft, and I'm thankful, like always, to get all these model aircrafts in this video. Next aircraft over here is a United Airlines Boeing 777-200ER, and let me tell you guys, this aircraft is actually the first ever model airplane in the 1/400 scale. I know this is not 1/400 in reality, because this aircraft is actually Daron planes, and they don't usually use scale in them because they're kind of like a little cheat company. But anyways, this is actually the first model aircraft in the 1/400 scale that I ever bought. I actually bought this, I've actually believed that I bought this aircraft in the beginning of 2015. I know this because I remember I was coming back from the Dominican Republic, and my family and I, we were returning to Canada. And on our way, we had to take a United Airlines flight from Punta Cana to Newark, like New Jersey. And the main reason why is because we could not fly directly home because our Air Canada Rouge flight was full. So we took a United Airlines flight, and then we stayed one night in New Jersey. And then on the morning, we were returning home to Canada. And I actually found this aircraft in an off-duty, whatever you call it, like an airport shop. And I just could not resist to buy it. So I actually asked to buy it, and I actually did. So this aircraft was such a great milestone, because this was actually the first model aircraft in the 1/400 scale, like I said earlier, that I have ever bought. So yes, this year, in terms of all my model airplanes in the 1/400 scale, this aircraft over here, the specific model, is actually the oldest model that I have ever got out of all of the entire clan of aircraft that I have. And next aircraft, we actually don't have one special aircraft, but two special aircraft. And these aircraft over here, both of these are actually Air France Concordes. Now, the Concorde is a very iconic aircraft in terms of speed, shape, and even its design, because as you can see, we will never have a passenger aircraft like that will have a design like this, especially when you see them fly at such supersonic speed of more than 1,000 kilometers per hour. Yeah, so basically with these aircraft over here, these aircraft may look the same to you, but these are actually different brands. So this one over here was built by Daron, and then this here is built by a French aircraft company, Socata. Now, in terms of buying these aircraft, I actually got these aircraft in the same month. Back in August, I got this one first, and then this one. So basically, for this aircraft over here, where I bought this aircraft is from my local aviation store. And meanwhile, with this, my parents actually ordered this aircraft from China. As you can see, this aircraft, in terms of detail, is more detailed than this, because you especially look at the details of the wheels. I know the wheels don't really look that realistic. And you can see that this aircraft, the Socata aircraft, is more detailed. I actually never showed you this aircraft before in my videos, I believe. And it's very surprisingly, I actually never made an unboxing video of this aircraft, so that is actually really surprising. I did make an unboxing video of this aircraft, but I actually never made an unboxing video on this one, the one I'm pointing with my finger right now. If you guys want me to make an unboxing video of this aircraft, I know it won't count as unboxing because it was already unboxed. Next, here you have a JetBlue Airbus A320. And fun fact, this was my birthday present, my birthday present when I turned 12 years old back in 2017. Next, we have a Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-800. And fun fact about this aircraft, if you notice that earlier in this video, I mentioned that one of my Delta Boeing 767s was actually bought in Raleigh, Durham, and I said that this aircraft was actually bought along with the Southwest Airlines aircraft. This Southwest Airlines aircraft that I'm talking about, yep, this came along with my Delta Airlines Boeing 767, and both of them were bought in Raleigh, Durham at the same time. Moving on to the next aircraft over here, we now have the Super Jumbo present on my camera, aka the Airbus A380, or explicitly the A380. So here we have an Emirates Airbus A380, and a fun fact about this aircraft is that this was my 15th birthday present. So when I turned 15 years old on July 4th of this year, yeah, back in July, this was my birthday present, and this is one of my most special birthday presents because, as you can see, most aircraft, the majority of the aircraft flying in this world doesn't have two double decks, and all the airplanes that I had before, I actually had a British Airways 747 before this, so this is my second double deck aircraft that I bought. But yes, getting a double-deck aircraft, especially the Super Jumbo, was such a great birthday gift because, hey, you would call it a jumbo birthday gift with a jumbo aircraft. So yeah. And speaking of jumbo, here we have the Queen of the Skies, aka the 747. And here is one of my most prized treasures, one of the most special aircrafts I have ever bought, besides the Emirates A380 and so much more. But this aircraft is really special because I have never bought a Boeing 747 as my real model collection. I did buy some 747s in the past, but that was like when I was little. And next aircraft on the list, speaking of jumbo, here we have a British Airways Boeing 747-400. And this aircraft is another special aircraft. Well, every aircraft is special, but this one is one of the most specials, I should say, because this shares my love with the Queen of the Skies. I know that the Queen of the Skies isn't really going to be a thing of 2020, especially now it's not going to be that economical for airlines. They said it's kind of outdated, and yes, 4 engines aren't that economical as it used to be. But the 747 will always be an iconic aircraft for life, even if we cannot see any of these in passenger services in the near future. Who knows who will be the last airline to operate the type. I'm really grateful that I got this aircraft, as well as this aircraft. When I got this 747 in the British Airways livery, I got this around April of this year, so that would be like earlier back in the spring. And now last month, recently, British Airways retired these 747s, so I'm so glad that I got to treasure this jumbo jet before it got eventually retired, which this was actually called the meaning of foreshadowing. Moving on, here we have a Cathay Pacific Airbus A340-300 and a member of One World special livery. And this is one of the model aircrafts I got that are sadly retired. And fun fact about this aircraft is that this would be so-called my Hong Kong souvenir. And the reason why is because I remembered visiting Hong Kong International Airport. I actually never been outside of the airport, apart when I visited the same airport in 2007, and I stayed in a hotel in the actual city because it was for connecting flight purposes. But anyways, back in 2018 when I saw this aircraft, I really wanted this aircraft so bad. So I kind of bought this aircraft, and yeah, that's what happened. I took it home with me when I took my flight home to Toronto, And as of today, this aircraft is in the hands of this lovely hardcore aviation enthusiast. One thing that I really love about this aircraft is that this is the only model aircraft in my model airplane collection that actually has a special livery from the airline. All of the other aircrafts that I have collected, they're just in their specific regular plated livery. For this Cathay Pacific aircraft, it's actually in a special livery. This is not the usual logo livery that you will see on every single Cathay Pacific aircraft, except a few specific aircraft. I know some airlines, they do paint their planes in their alliance liveries to show people a little more deeper that they're part of the alliance. So Cathay Pacific is part of the One World Alliance. You can just explicitly tell people that they're part of the alliance by just putting this little tiny logo on it. But this, putting the Holer logo saying member of One World with the airline logo, that can make a huge difference. So yeah, this is one of the most special livery aircrafts I have ever got. We are now officially near the conclusion of this video, and I actually got 5 more models to show you. And these last 5 models, they actually all have a Canadian registration. So 4 of them, spoiler alert, they're actually Air Canada aircraft. And this is the only non-Air Canada aircraft, I should say, that I'm presenting right now. So over here that's present right now, here we have a WestJet Boeing 737-800. Now, one surprising thing that Daron made about this aircraft, and this is something that WestJet doesn't have, is that according to WestJet's website, WestJet actually never operated a Boeing 737-400. And next aircraft we have over here, we have an Air Canada Boeing 777-200LR. And let me tell you, spoiler alert, I actually have 3 more Air Canada aircraft to tell you over here. And this is the only Air Canada aircraft that is not painted in its current livery, but rather in its 2004 to 2016 livery. And we are now almost near the end of the video, but let's just save it till the end, because here we have an Air Canada Boeing 777-200LR. This is literally the same aircraft type as this aircraft that I just showed you before. And these two are actually the same aircraft type and have the same design. Well, the only huge obvious difference is that one is in the old livery and the other is in the new and also current livery of Air Canada. And over here we got this Air Canada aircraft over here. This is also known as Air Canada's flagship, the Boeing 777. So anyways, here we have an Air Canada Boeing 777-300ER. And fun fact about this aircraft is that this is actually my second Gemini Jets model aircraft. Sadly, I don't collect Gemini Jets models that often. This is my second Gemini Jets model aircraft after the Delta A330. This was bought within the same year of 2019. And this is actually was my Christmas present for 2019. And last but not least, to wrap up this video today, everybody, is that here we have an Air Canada Boeing 787-9, and this is also my first and only NG model so far as of this video. So at the time of this recording, this is my only NG models aircraft that I got. This was also my Christmas gift along with this aircraft in the background over here, if you can see the Air Canada 777-300ER. With a little, with less information, this is actually also, this is actually a really high quality model. Like they said, NG Models has high quality models, and you cannot agree more. And yes, thank you so much guys on watching another video of mine. On today's video with my entire collection of every single model airplane I have collected and cherished over the years. As a hardcore aviation enthusiast, I have lots of aviation in my heart, and I would like to thank those who really got me into the aviation passion, as well as getting into a passion of collecting so much model airplanes over the years, since I started to get my love in aviation as a really young toddler. To this day, as a young man, I am starting to get into more aviation hobbies. Unfortunately, in this YouTube channel, if you have heard, I haven't flown since 2018, and I started this YouTube channel in May 2019. So actually, I uploaded my first video in June 2019. My bad. But anyways, yeah, I haven't shown you guys a single trip report. These model airplanes, they're kind of here just to cheer me up, especially during this COVID-19 pandemic. At the time of the recording of this video, we are actually in the second wave, and where I am right now, where I live in Toronto, Canada. Basically here in the Canadian province of Ontario, they're gonna put a little bit more strict lockdowns again, so yeah. But I'm not quite sure if they changed the travel restrictions. I gotta check it, but for now, let's just stay on topic of this video. Overall in this video, I'm so glad that I recorded it. I actually had a lot of fun recording this video, showing you guys every little detail of these model airplanes, because every time I collect a model aircraft, it always has a fun fact and a treasure in them. You may have heard that I said a fun fact in this video, and that's because every single model aircraft that I have here has a different meaning in it. It has a different meaning by, let's say, it has it's a gift for me for either birthday or Christmas, or it's just an aircraft that is one of my first brand collecting. So for example, my Delta Airlines Airbus A330-300 in the 1/400 scale is my first ever Gemini Jets aircraft that I have collected, as well as the first aircraft that costed over $20 Canadian. But yeah, guys, this wraps up today's video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this. If you like this video, please don't forget to give me that big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new. And like I said, as always, I will see you in the next video. Bye.